What do you think of all the statement of the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine and Zelensky's recent address to the Israeli Knesset? PFLP said Zelensky is a puppet of American and Western imperialism and acts on behalf of the detriment of the Ukrainian people. That framing the Palestinian people as the aggressor and Israel as the victim is not only impudent,
I saw that quote.
Insult to people's intelligence.
I saw that quote. I think it's a bit of a stretch that this is like what it's being characterized as. And I am sympathetic to his position in trying to appeal to different governments for assistance. So I mean, point taken, but I saw people talking about that, and I tried to find the quote, and I didn't think it was as bad as what people are saying, honestly.
I mean, look, there's no doubt that there are aspects of Zelensky that I don't, that politically I disagree with. And I don't, I think I don't know enough about Ukrainian society to say whether you'd want to be a leftist there. But I don't care. I mean, we're not doing Zelensky, the music videos here. Like, I think,
or even with Israel or with China, for that matter, if they can step in and play a role to bring this conflict to an end, the sooner the better. Whatever Zelensky has to say, I wouldn't co-sign it, but I would understand it and hope that's where it leads to.
I think it is helpful to continue to remind people that we don't react to what's going on with the Palestinian people in the same way that we react with Ukrainians. We don't react to what's going on with Yemeni people in the same way that we react to what's going on with Ukraine. This government's going to let in 100,000 refugees from Ukraine. Sort of suggests that we have room in this country. And of course we do. But we should begin to extend this to Haitians, to people from Central Americans. I mean, and I don't have to be a, Zelensky fanboy to say that in a conflict where people are being bombed on the ground, I'm going to be more sympathetic to the people being bombed than the people who are bombing. That's basically it. Arguing maybe we should stop giving weapons to the worst people in the world. Well, I mean, I don't know. Who's worse? The Ukrainian government or the Russian government? Like, I mean, are they really, is Zelensky the worst person in the world? Should we just sit by and just allow them to be bombed?
Maybe they're referring to like the Azov battalion but still, I mean, I don't.
Saying like, why hasn't he banned any of the far right wing neo-Nazi parties? I would guess it is when you're in a street fight, you pick up the nearest thing for a weapon.
Yeah, probably because they have they're much more embedded in the defense forces of Ukraine.
Why hasn't Biden banned or gone after neo-Nazi groups more aggressively? I don't know.
I mean, they're being invaded.
Yeah,
I think probably what you do at that moment when you're being invaded is to not ban those people. Although I think they did ban some of them, didn't they?
Who? Ukraine?
Yeah.
Well, they banned like left-wing parties.
No. My understanding of that party, the people were saying was a left-wing party, that socialist party, not. Right. That it was actually a right-wing party. And I saw links, like I saw that dude, who's that guy who wears the cut-off jean jacket and his big socialist supposedly on Twitter, sort of more like had a Peter Dow trajectory or something.
I
don't know.
No.
All right.
I muted him a long time ago. I don't remember his name now. So, but somebody was pushing that, like Zelensky banned, left-wing groups, and then a bunch of people immediately showed up and said, "Dude, just use Wikipedia before you just react."
Yeah. I mean, all that stuff is it just reminds me of like Lincoln, who continued to have elections through the Civil War. also suspended habeas corpus. And like, I frankly understand, I applaud the former and understand the latter.
Lefty Lucifer, been listening to the show for a few months now and adore the show immensely. Just became a member today. You're welcome. Thank you so much. All right, 3 more.